In Adelaide on the weekend, it looked like the Dockers were home and host at three-quarter time. But when Adelaide hit the front early in the last quarter, I thought, as always in Adelaide, they would go on and win it. And I think that is the great testament to the power of the Dockers at the present time, because if you can halt the last quarter momentum of Adelaide in Adelaide, you are doing something pretty right.
I keep looking at these Dockers and saying, this bloke's out and that bloke's out, and they're playing away and all that sort of... But this is a monumental performance by Freo with the players that they've had out and with their trips on the road.
Well, their road record has just been fantastic, on Ross Lyon on his watch. I mean, you look
That's
at
the sort of road you want.
Yeah, 95 to 2011, they're 23%. Now, obviously, it's a fledgling club, as a new club coming in, you expect that's going to be low, but that's a significant turnaround. Yeah, 58%, nearly 60% of wins on the road. And you're right, you just keep looking at this team and you think, oh, this team should probably beat them. You know, they've got this guy out, this guy out. But they're really well structured. I mean, similar to the Swans. I mean, the game style is quite predictable, but it's effective. I mean, they've got the big midfielders. They get it into the forward deep, and they have really hard-working midfielders and forwards that push off. But I think Mundy and Fife and Barlow, Mazungo are really troubling teams. You know, just the size of their midfield is quite significant.
Stephen also has really added to that strength, and as you said, Mazungo. It seemed to me as if it was almost Tommy Hafey-esque, the style of play, though. Get the ball, kick it long, in wet conditions. They played the wet conditions better. Yeah,
and they still haven't had much out of Stephen Hill, and with Pavlich and Sandy Lambs and Walters to come back into that team.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, again, the size factor. We see Fife, centre clearance. We see Mazungo running in. Yeah, but I think, like the Swans, I really love their hard-working half-forwards. I think they're... Often the ball goes in pretty quickly and they're outnumbered. But you can see how quickly... You look at Ballantyne here. I know he gets criticised for a bit of lip and a bit of cheek, but he works really hard. He works as hard as anyone on a football field. Have a look at Mayne just running back in, Sutcliffe running back in. I mean, their ability as well to get in, and here it is here. Hill just a bomb in, which is what their game style... Look at this, 2v5, really. Mayne fighting. Ballantyne fighting. Fife comes in fighting. All of a sudden, Subin arrives, the cavalry, and they kick a goal.
Are they classy enough, Ruzi, to be really competitive in September?
Well, I think with Pavlich back in and with Walters back in, he's out as well. I mean, they're the class. I mean, Pavlich and Walters are super classy players. I just think I love their midfield. I mean, they're just big and strong. They're fit. Look, if they get Sandilands, I think he's probably the cream on the top. I think, with all due respect, I mean, he's a terrific player, but he's had so many injuries. But I think if you're definitely going to get Pavlich back, you're definitely going to get Walters back, and I think that they provide the class. I mean, there's plenty of class in that midfield. You've got two good keys down there in McFarlane and Dawson at the moment. So, I mean, they're a pretty well-balanced team.